Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a good day. If you have been paying attention to the crypto market, you might have noticed that the last 24 hours have been the calmest moments we have received in the crypto market in a long time. When I say a long time, probably the last 3 weeks have been extremely chaotic, and at the same time the market has been extremely volatile, and that can be seen by Bitcoin as well. But if you just pay attention to the last 24 hours, it's pretty much come to a standstill as the weekend is coming to an end. The weekday or Monday is going to be bringing in a lot more volatility as the liquidity is going to be pulled in or pulled out, because there are some very important news that have taken place in the last 24 hours. First of all, Eric Trump says buy the dip. Now he's not just talking about Bitcoin, he's also talking about Ethereum. Therefore, in return, he is going to be affecting the altcoin market a little bit. At the same time, Dogecoin consolidates in a triangle. A 30% breakout could follow very soon, and this 30% breakout, if we just pay attention to the price currently, could actually push the price all the way to the critical resistance zone before it's able to explode, which is close to 26 cents. At the same time, Thai government launches crypto to baht scheme to boost tourism. So now if you have crypto and you would like to travel to Thailand, you can, because you will be able to use your crypto to pay for a lot of things. And Dogecoin shows potential to surpass $1 amid the rising open interest and whale accumulation. The accumulation is definitely increasing as Federal Reserve resumes the standard oversight of crypto activities, potentially boosting the bank innovation in digital assets. So there's a lot of things happening. Before we get into the full details, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with the crypto market, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and especially turn on your notification so you can stay up to date with the latest and the greatest news first. And right there, drop a like on it. Let's go for a like goal of 42. We've been smashing all of them, so I know the same thing will happen to this one. I really appreciate the support, and I love bringing you guys the latest and the greatest news so you can stay up to date and make your informed decisions. Because I personally think in the crypto market, it's not to do with your emotion. That's with all the markets, but it's actually more to do with how much information you're able to get to be able to make a more proper decision. Now, if you just look at the open interest of Dogecoin, you'll realize that even though the market is actually come to a standstill in the last 24 hours, the open interest has also increased by 5%. Showing a little bit of a positive sign. And on the other end, long to the short ratio is strongly in favor of long traders, with about 80% going long against 20%. So there is a lot more people which are expecting the liquidations for the short to ensure that the market keeps climbing. And a similar story with Bitcoin, with 40 billion holding still, and the long to the short ratio still in favor of long traders, but not as much when it comes to Dogecoin. Now 117,000 or 116,963 is the most important support level for Bitcoin. Now I talked about this before previously when Bitcoin actually fell under this area, which was this zone start of August. It was a very scary situation because there was not a really crazy support area where Bitcoin could have rebounded from. But obviously the retirement plan that Trump opened for crypto investment definitely did allow Bitcoin to able to recapture the critical support area close to 117 or 118,000. But this time around, the same story repeats. If we do fall below 117,000, there is going to be a lot of panic selling that will sweep up the market. And currently, that's going to be the worst scenario that we can look forward to, because the market is holding still. If we're able to just see a positive trend, there's a very high chance that we will be seeing a very strong upwards trend from Bitcoin. And the upwards trend could actually push the market all the way to 150,000. Bitcoin has greater chance than 50% before the bearish heat. So what it's trying to say is our CEO bear market warning comes to other industry executives. Don't expect a sharp downturn for Bitcoin anytime soon. It's definitely going to be hitting 150k before we see any sort of crazy downwards momentum. And Bitcoin still has 10x until you are no longer early. Now 10x, if we talk about the price right now, that's over $1 million for one Bitcoin that will be hit before, it's going to be a little bit later. And BlackRock's Bitcoin ETP is now live in Switzerland's 6th exchange. Global adoption keeps accelerating, and that's the best thing. As I just mentioned with Thailand, as I just mentioned with Switzerland, there's a lot of countries around the world which are quietly but surely trying to make sure that they are able to get their feet wet with crypto market before it is too late. And considering the fact that how much money or liquidity is being provided, especially to the stable coins, there's definitely a lot bigger things that are going to happen with the crypto market before this bull market comes to an end before the end of 2025. Now, one question I have for you guys, I want you to tell me in the comment section, do you think that the bull market this time around, it's going to follow the same cycle as we have been doing before? Or this time around, because of the ETFs and also so many government treasuries actually buying up Bitcoin, the decline is not going to be so significant? And this time around, maybe we will be only seeing maybe a decline to 100K, but Bitcoin's maybe not going to fall under 6 digits. Now that's a question for you, because there's so many predictions which are, hinting to that fact. And Bitcoin 200-day moving average breaks above 200K for the first time ever, clearly suggesting that the money that's actually flowing into Bitcoin right now is absurd and it's never been experienced before. Now, potential Dogecoin rally hinted by a massive whale activity and 208 million transfer to Binance. Now, just to let you guys know, anytime any crypto is moved to an exchange, it's usually to sell. And that's exactly what's happened with massive Dogecoin whale activity indicate a potential rally with 208 million transferred to Binance. Speculation around a $1 price target intensifies. Now, the recent transfer of 2 billion raises question about the market dynamics and the investor interest. So even though we're receiving such large money that's actually, controlling the market is still standing still, clearly suggesting that the amount of, buyers or long traders which are actually controlling the market is significantly higher as compared to the short traders. And Grayscale S1 filing for Doge ETF suggests a potential institutional interest in meme coins. I mean, if there is going to be any sort of interest from, let's say institutes when it comes to meme coins, the first one they're going to jump into is Dogecoin. And you don't understand how many doors that's going to open for the majority of the market, because there will be more liquidity that will be provided. And analyst sets the Dogecoin price path to $2.55, which is record high. Now, $2.55 would mean that the market cap would have to sit just under 400 billion. Now, that seems very far, but at the same time, when it comes to Dogecoin, it's actually very hard to predict. If this ETF is launched, the amount of liquidity it will be provided would be absurd. And seeing that the Federal Reserve shift may encourage bank allowing more easy transfer into crypto, there's definitely a lot more liquidity that's going to be coming in. But overall, the market is still in a positive condition as long as Bitcoin's able to stay over 117,000. Now, anything I said today is not financial advice, just my personal opinion. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon.